All right. Good evening, everyone. It is the King of the Restreams, back again for another week of your favorite summer series that is now starting to head into fall. And I was just getting a brain teaser to start this show, as we got our friend Mr. Brain over on YouTube asking, what is the square root of Tetris? I answered 4. But apparently it was correct. So thank you, Mr. Brain, for that brain teaser to get this kicked off. Welcome in Toka and Kander2 over on Twitch. Good to see you all as people are starting to make their way in and getting themselves set. Get the popcorn, get the beverages. Gonna have a jolly old time as two of the good ones, Batfoy and Matt Martin, gonna go into the next round number 6 tonight for a knockdown drag-out fight. And this one actually is really the closest best of 99 we've ever had. The stats will prove it, and we're going to get some stats tonight. But first, I got to introduce a man that certainly does like stats, but he'd rather see these guys play and play and play 99 times because he can't get enough. He is the Cal Ripken Jr. of Classic Tetris, because he doesn't take a day off, although he just told me he's off next week. Oh, man, what a trooper he is, and he's battling a little cold, but he didn't want to miss tonight's episode. Let's go on over and welcome our friend, Mr. Chris Bidwell. Christopher, good evening. How are you?
I'm a little snotty. I apologize, but I wouldn't miss this. And, less of Ben Mullen, the better. We'll get him next week, probably.
Probably, yeah. He's probably been chomping at the bit to get on the mic and tell his dad joke stories and all that other stuff. But yeah, looking forward to tonight. So Chris, last week was a good one. The players had a nice week off. The week before, they got kind of rested, rejuvenated, and we saw a really good one. Another tight one, 5-4 in favor of Matt. This series is by far the closest we've ever seen.
I mean, the stats kind of give Matt the slight advantage, maybe 10% better, and that's what the win total's looking like, 20% better at that regard. But one game here, one Tetris there, Batfoy could have easily flipped the script and have the win lead. So only a 5-game difference right now. We're only halfway through our season. One big night for Batfoy can flip this entire script. So let's see what can happen here in the next 6 weeks.
Absolutely. And as you said, tonight is a huge night. This is the halfway marker. We will reach game number 50 tonight to get us past that threshold. And then we're going to go on. We got games number 46 to 54 tonight. So once we're done, we're already through the halfway marker, and the final few weeks are going to be telling to see exactly what's going to happen. Well done, Chris. But I think people wanted to know. They've been waiting. What do the stats look like, King? Matt's like, hackers, I need to know. What is happening, guys? Where am I sitting at? Am I going to beat Sharky? Well, I guess we're gonna have to find out at some point. So let me make sure I'm in the right scene because I still can never get this right. I think it's this one. No, it's not this one. Where's my? There it is. Stats is. There it is. That's the one. All right. I gotta figure out how button to press here. There's that button. All right. I want this, like, because we want to, I got the history there for all our seasons, Chris, but I think what we want to do is want to show the fans here. Let's take a look and compare the apples and oranges from last year, from the highest scoring best of 99 season of all time. The two greats, the legend and the all-star, went to battle. Now, the win count clearly a lot different. Sharky dominated the whole entire season, 74-25. But looking at the stats, and the main thing that we're looking at right here is that meat and potatoes, the max outs, the thresholds of making it past the 100K marker, the 500K, 600K consistencies. You see, those numbers are outstanding. 71% of the time, Jeff is making it 500K or greater. 53% of the time, he's over 600K, while Sharky's the greatest numbers we've ever seen, 84, 73, and to quote him, he said, those numbers could have been a lot better if I mullined more often. So put that into perspective, Chris. I mean, you see all this stuff. 60 million points by Jeff scored. His highest of all the seasons he ever played. But Sharky's 73 million just blew it out of the water. What can you tell us about that?
I mean, look at the win total. Look at the 600,000 total. Sharky is so consistent, and that just grants you those wins. So even when you do get an off game, you can still steal a win or two, and that obviously happened throughout the course of last season. But the high score there, 1.06. Matt Martin does have a little bit of a higher score this time around, so not all the records are Sharky's after that amazing season last season, and that might be enough of a motivation to bring Sharky back in another season in the future.
Oh, hell yeah. I'd love to see it. What we'd love to see right now is what are we looking at right now? These two players have been wondering, where am I sitting? So thank you, Tyler, coming in clutch, because King kind of forgot. And I had a race to get that sent to him so he can make this great graphic. So let's take a look. Here it is, Batfoy and Matt Martin, just about at the halfway marker. Here's where we're sitting, Chris. Again, look at that score line between the two. The win counts, 20-25. We've never, ever had a race as close as 5 wins separate the two. At this juncture, we've seen going into round 6 that either Jeff has dominated and has almost doubled his win total, or Sharky definitely doubled his win total over Jeff in those regards. So this is tight as hell. This is tight as hell, and it's going to continue to be that way for the rest of the season. The max outs are in favor of Matt Martin. He's got 3, 2 on the first night, and he got 1 last week. So clearly he's going to try to see if he can bump that up, but time is running out if he wants to catch that Sharky number. The fall starts, look at this, Chris. 45 games in, only 4 fall starts for Batfoy, 1 for Matt Martin. Tremendous skill right there, wouldn't you say?
Virtuoso, for that's not a made-up term. That has some beef behind it. And Sharky had, 6? So pretty easy goal there, I think, for Matt Martin to also eclipse Sharky here for this season. That's definitely achievable.
Absolutely. And what is continuing to be achievable is that great consistency we're seeing right now. Out of the 45 games, Batfoy, 24 of them, has reached over 500,000. Obviously a little rough going in the beginning, trying to get that D-rust happening, but lately his numbers are starting to improve, and I think that number will start looking a lot higher when we get to it. Matt, 30 out of the 45. I mean, that tells you absolute consistency. We get into the 600Ks. Batfoy sitting at 16, Matt at 26, so tells you there, Bidwell, the consistency on Matt's side is what's giving him the edge, especially leading into that win count. The low scores, obviously, everybody has a bad game, but you can see Matt with a lower score versus Batfoy. The high score, Bidwell, you said it. It is the all-time score right now. 1.1 has been hit. Matt Martin did it in night number 1. He broke the record held by Jeff at 1.08 million. So Matt currently will have that as bragging rights. And total scores here, Bidwell, 22 million for Batfoy, 27 million for Matt. So roughly, we're looking at somewhere around maybe hitting that 50, 60 million point threshold as we get close to the end of the season. So it's going to be hard to eclipse that 73 million Sharky put up. But certainly, I think if you're Matt, he wants to break Jeff's second place spot at 60 million. That's doable.
for sure. Plus the max out count 4 for Jeff, and Matt just needs 1 more to tie and 2 to beat that. So lots to be determined here in these last 6 weeks. And Mr. Brain asking about the low scores. We don't count the games if they score under 100,000. So those games are restarted. So that's what you're looking at there. We don't count as official game unless they break 100,000 points.
Correct. And you know what, Bidwell? That's a perfect segue after these stats. I'm sure now the guys know what they got to do. If they want to increase that, they got to be more consistent, be a little bit more high scoring. But perfect segue, my friend. Let's go over the rules of the best of 99 for those that may not be familiar with what we've been doing for the last 5 weeks going into round number 6. So each week for 11 weeks, we are playing a round of 9 games with the 2 players here, because 9 times 11, Mr. Brain, I'm sure you'll know, will be 99. All games are to be played on level 18 starts. Games with top out scores under the 100K threshold will be replayed. So as Bidwell mentioned, we don't count those for stat tracking. Only stat we're counting is how many of those games occur as a full start. Mullining is permitted at the discretion of each player, so hence why you're kind of starting to see those 500, 600K games increasing in totals as those players are trying to kind of pad the stats a little bit. And the first player to reach 50 wins will win the best of 99. However, we will go all 99 for you, the fans, so don't worry about that. You will get all 99 games. And to kind of go over the scheduling of what's happening, well, let's kind of give you the recap there too. So you can see here, Matt currently leading the set series 4-1, Batfoy the August 6th victory. But look at this. Look at this, Bidwell. 5-4, 5-4, 5-4, 5-4 have been the results for these 2 players after the opener, where Matt was just dominant in that one, the 7-2. Obviously, that was the Batfoy D-Russ series, but after that, it's been tight as hell.
It's extremely close. They were close in their legendary matchups in 2019 and the following years. And when you first gave me this announcement of what this matchup was going to be for the season, I was super excited, and they have not disappointed. So let's start this round 6.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're going to get there in just a moment. So round 6 begins tonight. We're going to go to round 7, 8, and 9 consecutively throughout the rest of September without hopefully any rescheduling. We do have 1 more week buffer that we can get away with that, but certainly we are getting close to our tight deadline that we're going to be hitting. And confirmed now, October the 8th will be the season finale. You will get the end here. We were trying to plan on doing something at Jonas Cup, as both players are planning to attend. We were looking to do a live matchup for that, but scheduling is going to be very tight now that we have officially announced what the details look like, so we would not be able to get that in at that event, but certainly they'll still have a good time, and we'll get the interviews and all that good stuff. So don't you worry, you'll still get all the great content promised. And then, of course, one last bit of business we have to take care of is the man himself has to kind of let us know, how can these players achieve the victory that they so look to reach? What can the man with a plan tell us as far as getting wins for our players? Well, we always have to give it up for Mr. Chris Bidwell and his keys to victory. Go ahead, sir.
Oh, Lord. All right. Batfoy, you've been warming up since that D-Russ round of round 1. It's been extremely close. Just keep at it, keep digging, and keep the pressure on Matt, keep him on his toes. And then obviously the early shifts, especially after level 19 transition, those just seem to be the biggest issue with you past that transition point, and a lot of game overs happen because of a overshift or undershift there. But like I said, keep chipping away at that lead. If you could take a 5-4 here, or better yet, a 6-3, 7-2, you are back in the thick of things. But even a 5-4 will stop that momentum. And 5-4 through the rest, if you do that with the next 6 of these, you could take the entire series that way. So just focus 1 night at a time, and you could get out of this. It's definitely doable. Manage the stack. So I don't know. Matt had part of it was de-resting with Batfoy in round 1, but I think Matt had an extremely strong round 1 with those 2 max outs, including the 1.1 million. And since then, there's just been the lone max out. So maybe overthinking a little bit, maybe a little too aggressive here. But keep the lead steady. If you can do the opposite of what I said earlier with Batfoy, if you can keep it 5-4 and just increase that lead ever so slightly every round, then you can run away with this and make it impossible for Matt to come all the way back, or for Bat to come all the way back. So Matt, Bat, you know how it goes.
Uma,
So
Oprah,
there's
Matt,
my
Bat.
extremely, yeah. Like the '94 reference. Dig it.
Well, I dig that you're holding those keys because obviously those are the keys to victory for those players. So hopefully we'll see if they take it and run with it.
Ooh, look at that shiny Nestress Champs variation on Matt Martin's board.
Oh yeah, it's
It's
very
like a
shiny.
permanent Tetra.
Yeah, no,
Hello.
that'll clear when we get started. All right. So players are getting their last warm-ups in. The last thing I have to do to get this situated is plain and simple. I have to administer the seed for the evening because then they'll manage it themselves. That's the most important thing. So let's get the same piece sequence happening for our players. It will be DB for DB Cooper and the money he took. BE for being the best. E3 for that exciting
R.I.P.
expo. RIP.
And before we start, Matt, what is on your hat? That looks like somebody can't quite make that out. Love to know.
It looks like a gentleman with a basketball. I don't know if that's a team from Oklahoma. It's definitely not the Thunder. I know that.
No. And Batfoy getting up to get the ready on his Nestress Champs.
Of course. Or just get some water.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got to hydrate first. That's very important.
Stanley from The Office playing basketball. See, as good as quality as my snot-filled Tetris commentary tonight. I think that works.
And it looks like Batfoy
ready?
has the computer closer to him because he just moved over and he hit the button. So
Wow.
amazing. All right, Christopher, yes, they are ready to go. Let's get this countdown. The second half of, well, technically the end of the first half of this series is about to commence. Go ahead and let's do it, baby.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And we got
And
Svavar in chat
yeah.
in YouTube. Good to see you, the legend.
he says two legend, but he got a legend in his own right. So, Mr. Brain, you're not lonely anymore. Now the YouTube are starting to come on in. We got Chobs03 over there, Ego Chip. They're all coming. Chobs03 said actually, Bidwell, that you would make a great Little League coach with encouragement like this.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I try.
I could definitely
But,
see that. You know, you got
try.
the pot belly for it, right?
I do, yeah. Like make him, yeah. I would definitely be the encouragement guy, not the disciplinarian type.
Oh man.
Well, on their way here to 100,000 points. Like I said, I think the biggest accomplishment for Matt to break that record of Sharky's 6 false starts. I think that's totally doable, but since that's a negative record, that can kind of go bad on one night.
Yeah, I think right now the focus is exactly for Matt that he wants to keep that consistency going. He saw the stats there that 500, that 600, those pretty much looking really sharp, and the consistency has been what's carried him through. But looking overall at the series as a whole, you see basically outside of that first night, the series has been 5-4, 5-4, 5-4. He's been able to squeak out those wins over Batfoy. But as the series progresses, Batfoy has just been getting stronger and stronger, and it's a matter of time, Bidwell. Like you said, he could make a run that one night he just turns the tables around, and here we are.
Well, the first step is to take the lead in game 1, which he has, while Matt is going to play one off the bottom here. And it looks like he's going to solve this rather than play one off the bottom.
And thank you, Mr. Brain. You were right. I should be doing my due diligence because John wants to know what's the current win-loss record between the two, and that'll show up on the bottom bar in a moment because the king forgot to press the play button on that. And any second now, there it is. So we're in round number 6. It is games number 46 to 54. We're going to get the halfway marker. And in case you missed it, yes, Matt does lead the series 25 to 20. So it's a 5-game differential. Round 1 was his big night. He won 7-2 over Batfoy, and the rest of the way, it's been 5-4s. They've been tight as hell. Batfoy has won one set. Matt has won the rest. So really, if you're Batfoy, you got to start winning these sets out to start making a dent in that deficit.
Making this RNG for Matt Martin, filling in the dependency, getting the Tetris right away. But he's behind by a Tetris and a half at the moment. Batfoy looking to get Tetris ready. And just in time, Batfoy with another Tetris, up by 60,000 as we approach 100 lines. It's just a 2-digit blob for me, but that's okay. 70. I can read that one.
There you go. I know you can do it, Bidwell.
And Ian Keith, Batfoy's way cooler than that, though. Well, look at that facial hair. Like, absolutely, the coolness factor up tenfold since the 2019 days.
Mr. Brain, a very good memory was mentioned that remembered all the stats, remembered the keys to victory, but also does remember how big that key was on that slide for you, Bidwell. You got a big, you got quite a sized key there.
Oh Lord, it's a family program, King. I can't go there.
Yeah.
But Simul Tetris, so we're 15,000 points apart. Is this a family program? Whatever.
It's supposed to be a family channel.
Sure.
And here we go. We are approaching the Joey Parker turn. 100 lines nearing. Batfoy is about 10 lines away from that. Matt will be about 7. But good scores here to start, Bidwell. You know, we're looking at potential, you know, over 450,000 before they even get to the 100 line mark. So strong start from both.
Well, both, like I said, they were, Matt especially looking for as many 600,000s as possible. He's mulling to 600,000 multiple times in this series. And it's been a pretty good indication of his win total. They were neck and neck, same with Sharkies from last season.
Matt will skim with the J on the right. Take the safety triple, no bar in sight. You know, at this juncture, you don't want to be giving anything away. There's a Tetris for Matt. Now he's taking the lead here. And another one, so he'll pad that just a bit. But it is quite tight. 503 to 507 Bidwell. We are getting set. 19 play is looming within the next 15 or so lines.
And this has been the key for Batfoy. Once he's gotten his 19 under lock, and he's been excelling. So this is going to be the make or break in game number 1. But loving these scores here. We're looking at mid 500s at transition.
Yeah, so our Bidwell is a little under the weather, but he's a gamer. He did not want to miss tonight. He said, I'm ready to go. Put me in. Don't worry. I'll tough it out.
It's the other side of me. 3,000 point difference here. Matt Martin going for the center well here. Yep, yes. And he gets it. That paid off. Yeah. Transition, though, could be dicey. Sets up another center well. Now, this is where he wants to start burning down, which is he's going to do. He's got the 3,000 point lead, but with all this burning and this drought. Oh, Lord King. Worst time for drought. Batfoy's not doing much better, and he can't burn to the left. So they both get a 600,000 point game, but Matt takes it. Is he going to mull this out is the question, but yeah, after that missed drop, probably not.
And that was quite the drought on that end there, because level 20 is when the bar showed up. 614 to 601, 12,000 point was the difference, and Matt going to get on the board first. He'll get his 600K that he always been looking for, and he'll also get game 1 as the victory. GG's.
So now we move to EC.
Should I even try to manage the C tonight, Bidwell?
They got it last time.
They did, right? I'll leave them alone. I'll leave them alone. They're both ready to go. Oh, he definitely should. EC is the seed now, Svabar, if you want to join in with them, and we are ready. Both players, let's go.
Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Svabar, you coming to Portland this year?
I'd like to know if Svabar wants to come back to Hartford after realizing that the bar is closed at like 10 o'clock.
The Capitol Grill. Never go there. We do negative advertising for them.
We can.
Yeah, we never go there. Getting cheeky up here at the top. Matt Martin just getting that over. Hell of a drought to start here. No line pieces.
Yeah, still
Might have been
nothing.
one in the first situation. Matt finally getting it. Batfoy burning a little bit more. But both players take advantage, and Batfoy has the very slight lead through that sequence, but both surviving. They could have given it up. It was before 100,000 points, so every time in this series, King, players have been playing it through and not, doing a cheeky give up. They're practicing for the big time in October, so that's the main thrust of this competition here, and it's always good to see that they power through those early droughts.
Yeah, absolutely. Like in all 5 seasons that we've done this, all the players have always tried to fight through and make sure that they don't just give it away. They want to be able to work on the drought management, work on the stacking health, make sure that they can last through. Because when you're playing competitive Tetris like this, there is that feel when you're at a tournament that you can't just give away games. Like over here, sure, you say, oh yeah, it's the threshold, I can do that, but then you build that nasty habit and realize, oh man, if I maybe had practiced those digs and felt more confident about my control, maybe I would have gotten out of those. And you learn, you live and learn.
Last game, if any of those players had just survived through the level 19 transition, I know they had a pretty rough drought and they both had boards halfway up at the transition time, but had one player just been a little less aggressive at transition, they would have won that game 1. That was the difference. Getting that slight advantage there, surviving to level 20.
Welcome in Summer B, Tetris time. They're hanging out over here. Sky Loves is also here. Still trying to promote to get a spokesperson job for CTWC.
We don't pay very well, I'll tell you that.
249 for Matt, 174 for Batfoy. So after that kind of tough start for Batfoy, you saw earlier he had that nasty right side of the board that just looked like there was some misdrops. He fixed it up, but that ended up costing him. Now he's down 75,000 points. Going to be a little bit more now after that Tetris.
Perfect L for the fill-in. Batfoy Amino short here. He's going to fill it here. So about a 96,000 point lead. So Matt, just keep it up. And Matt, don't die. That's a bonus key to victory there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Goodwill giving out bonuses tonight.
I know, the locksmith is open. So, of course, and that's that fractal RNG again, that you make a 2-wide dependency halfway up the board and then the square comes, which is almost never useful. But the lead has been staying here at 3 Tetrises. Now we're down to 2. A good 18 play for both players tonight. And kind of the story of the tournament has kind of been Batfoy's 19 play, although Matt didn't do too much better in the last game.
Yeah, both had well over the 500K marker when they hit transition, and then it was really trying to drought manage on that 19 and didn't really work out. Ooh, Batfoy only shift, but that Lombard will be rescuing him.
The nose scratch, I think, did it.
Yeah.
But solved that in a couple lines.
Tells you how good he is, Bidwell. Just, one-handed dash control that he can get away with that.
I mean, I've had to do that a couple times. I got a mic or a mute button, so you're not getting the lovely nose blowing into the microphone. I'll spare you all that. And you're not on camera anymore, so yeah.
Oh well, of course. Mr. Brain's trying to get a new stat to be checked on. It is the blinking stat. It says Batfoy leads 17-14 so far in this game with the amount of blinks going on.
I'm sure if you ask Yobi, he could probably get some kind of OBS with the cameras and count blinks. Maybe that's a thing for next year.
It could be. We can try to see if we can get facial recognition happening for NTC, right? I think that could work.
94,000. So the lead has grown. Transition approaching. So let's keep the stacks down this time. And all right, 485 transition for Batfoy. And here's what I was talking about, King. The adjustment just gets it over. So Matt needing a line here. Batfoy also looking to get clean. So there's another 600,000 for Matt Martin. So the 100,000 point lead at 19. So basically, Matt Martin needs to stay alive and Batfoy needs to score.
Level 20, we're in. Batfoy building that tower in the middle. Again, holding out for a long bar.
He's so aggressive. Wow. I think he took it to heart and he didn't get the line, and that's going to do it. Matt's going to take game number 2.
Yeah,
reoccurring
theme.
One of those situations where he just knew he was behind by that much and needed to score and went a little extra aggressive. And those building up in the middle like that, I think Matt's going to go for a max out here. He wants to get his max out count up, and he's definitely on pace here.
Yeah, he knows he's well behind the pace that he was setting back in round number 1. 2 max outs on the first night, looked glorious. And then he was droughted on max outs the rest of the way. He did have a number of like 1 or 2 aways because he's got a bunch of 900Ks on the stat sheet. You know, we don't show that on the overall slide that we saw, but he has quite the number of 900Ks. I'll probably share that when we get to the finale. That'll be a good indicator of how well he's done for the season. But again, Bidwell, yeah, you know, the aggression from Batfoy early on these 19 speeds so far not panning out for him.
Well, you can see how he kind of needed it because Matt has played this picture perfect. We're 857 at just level 25, so we are 5 Tetrises away here. Make that 4. And here we go. Build up on the left with that line piece. You're in scoring position. Has to get up that line. Scores with this one, 3 away. Certainly, the plague is transmitting through Twitch. That's what Jesus. So plenty of time here to get this solved and get 2 more Tetrises for Matt Martin.
He's getting some good pieces to fix that out.
All right, we are ready. There's the 1,000,000 points at level 27. Maybe get a 1.1 here.
Let's see if we can beat that score we saw earlier. There's one. He's got 2 more he can get. He's at 223 lines, 1.036. Get that bar over, my God! At that height, that was crazy. He's Tetris ready, Bidwell. He needs one. He can get 1 more. Will the game give it?
Oh!
Hang-a-ring. He had to go for it. It was way too high, but 1,070,000. That'll be his 2nd best score of the season. GG's to Matt Martin. Add that to the max out counter for him. And Bidwell, he's officially tied Jeff for most max outs. Well, 2nd most max outs in the series. Jeff has always had 4, twice over in season 2 and in season 4.
All right, well, we have equal chin stroking here as they're ready. We'll go right into game 3 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I did have double bells ringing, but I guess my mic is too sophisticated to pick up such amazing tones. It only picks up my voice. So
yeah. Well, you know what?
Try.
That's all we need. Don't you worry, man. We'll be getting plenty of cowbells next weekend because you and I, sir, will reconvene once again and have a good time. The Retro World Expo hosts CTWC Northeast Regional Event. Lovingly, we call it now CTWC Hartford. And Bidwell, the list of people coming to this thing is exploding now. We've got some really high-powered people that are coming, and our friends over at Retro World are starting to put those announcements together. the announcement. Cole will be attending. Your Philly regional winner, he'll be there. And I guess we can name a few others. You know, spoiler alert if you're not following the retro world, but we can confirm the Dangler, last year's champion, is returning. He will be there. Your 2022 champion, the Hydrant Dude, will be there. Looking to try to recapture the glory. And Bidwell, probably the biggest name so far confirmed to go. Meme will be in attendance. The megastar, you called her, will be there.
Meme is just all over this season. I mean, big shout out to her for making out to so many tournaments.
Yeah, I find it funny, Bidwell, that every year there's at least one player that does kind of the world tour and goes to like a lot of these regionals. And Meme is this year's version of that. Last year it was Cole. 2 years ago it was Huff. So yeah, certainly it seems every year there's going to be one person that will look to try to make that happen. And Fractal's up there too on that list, honestly. Oh, yeah. He won't be at Hartford because he is currently on the West Coast, beginning his new position. So, you know, we're going to let him do his thing out there. But certainly, that's a great list. But there's more to come, too. We've got Edon will be there. We've got WhiteBat from Canada is making the trip out. We've got some high-powered players, man.
Yeah, we got a great matchup again here. One Tetris difference. Now we're back to about a Tetris difference. We need a T-spin here from Matt, see if he can knock it down, and he does. But Hartford was kind of the edge of the country. We didn't get the biggest turnouts, but I think the word's just getting out to just go to any of these regionals. It's just a fun time. And you get more time to hang out with the other players because it's not a weekend full of the game. It's other games, and it's going out to eat, and it's hanging around and doing other things around in town. If you're interested in history, the Mark Twain Museum is there. That's where Mark Twain was, that's where he lived in his adult life. There's like a house there and stuff. So if you want to do other things other than just Tetris tournaments, go out to a regional and see what's around.
Yeah, Retro World is a good one too. It's a pretty big one. They got a lot of stuff that happens over there. So if you're in the Hartford, Connecticut region, so that usually pulls a lot of people from Massachusetts, you know, Jersey, New York, obviously, where the King resides. Upstate New York, you're gonna get a number of people coming up from there. So it's a good turnout. This year's definitely gonna be the best one. So if you're in the region, come on out. You don't want to miss it. Go to RetroWorldExpo.com to get more information on tickets, and we'll be there Saturday and Sunday. We'll be there Friday too, but Friday's very chill night. We'll have some qualifiers and maybe some friendlies happening, but Saturday's our tournament, and Sunday, Bidwell, we'll plug you here. Dr. Mario, that's a big regional.
Yes, our last regional of the season before our championship in November. All of the regional winners get a shot at the #1 seed in the what we call the immunity qualifying pool. So one last spot up for grabs there. We've already had one multi-regional winner this year in Dave Smith. Savage Octagon should be there. Flubs will be there. She's same with Fractal, getting a big girl job now and getting to travel a bit more. And kind of also on the travel bug, we just announced Genesis this week. So they just put out their big announcement. We'll be returning to Genesis in February, President's Day weekend. And Dr. Mario will be also there this year as well. So we're growing our brand, CTWC and Dr. Mario, at these regional events.
Yeah, that's
that'll be a fun one.
That will be a fun one. And yes, Mr. Brain, that is, I'll try one day. It's tough that weekend. Mr. Brain, yes, that's happening next weekend. That is September the 12th through the 14th. So Tetris will be happening. The one set of qualifiers on Friday night along with some friendlies, and then Saturday will be our remaining qualifiers and main tournament for the Tetris event, and then Sunday will be Dr. Mario. So you don't want to miss that. That'll be next weekend, September 12th through the 14th at Hartford, Connecticut at the Connecticut Convention Center. And we're getting close to transition here at Bidwell. We yapped all the way, and Matt Martin's going to have a 622 going in.
Smoking. Like, you know, I'm saying Batfoy is really far behind, but like a 5:13 transition is nothing to cry about. And he knew he didn't have Das there, and it shifted the line piece to the left, and it worked out. And a great solve here, assuming he could get the LJ to fill that in. But Matt Martin is on fire. He just got the max out last game, and he's well on his way to a second straight, but I don't want to jinx him. I already did. I'm sorry in advance.
Well, you know, Bidwell, he's been getting a little bit of extra reps in the last few days because he's done his. Yeah, he's shaking his head at you, Bidwell. He's done his qualifiers for the KC Retro event that's coming up this weekend. He will be in attendance. Oh man, a loss of Das there from Matt.
The line gets it. All right, so this is Batfoy's chance to catch up.
Gutsy.
So many holes on the board suddenly. This game could just flip on a dime.
Yeah, but look at him go. Oh, he didn't go lumbar flat there. But that might actually prove to be beneficial.
Needs to know his audience. And this is just alternating bird shells. He's not getting it down fast enough. This is taking at least 2 levels to get down.
Yeah.
Batfoy's got a 69,000 point difference.
Hey now.
Hey, gotta get those in. Little drama here in game number 3.
Oh.
And Batfoy now in a similar situation. But the Tetris lead is down to 2. Is Matt Martin going for a dirty Tetris? He is not. He's going to uncover as well. He knocks one down, but now he's back into dig mode. Dirty Tetris set up for Batfoy. Knocks it down. Let's go.
Oh my word, what a maneuver. Batfoy was able to get that piece over to the left side. If he didn't do it, it was certain doom. My God, he stays alive. 734 to 811. It's about a 2 and change lead. Make it 3+ because Matt Martin over 106. 842 is his score. Man, what a banger game we got right now.
Matt just leaving the door just open enough. It's a 3 Tetris lead with this point totals for these Tetrises. Batfoy looking for his first max out of the season.
Man, this is intense, Bidwell. What a crazy finish we are getting close to.
Close it up.
Matt's on 27. Batfoy still on 26. And he's going to get a Tetris here to within striking distance. Oh, Matt, that...
Oh, Matt, can he get Das? Can he get something right? And he can't do it! 14,000 point chase down. Batfoy 1 Tetris away. He's in scoring position. Knock it down, but mulling this out. Get that max out.
He's got 3 Tetrises that he can have as disposal. Oh. That'll do it. But more importantly, Bidwell, he'll get the game win. Wow, what a game number 3 that one was. Intense all the way. He went into transition down well over 100,000 points, and he fought through. Crazy, Bidwell.
You got me, Matt. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
DBI will not be going to KC, unfortunately. I'll be going to Hartford in a week and a half.
Wow. He's like, I'm going to get you, Bidwell, in Portland. You wait and see that. Instead of a hug, he's going to give you a punch in the face.
I'm going to get a bowl of chili dumped on my head.
Oh, my word. Well, what we're going to do is hopefully we'll get another good game because they're ready to go, Bidwell. They're not fooling around. No breaks. They want to do it. Let's do it.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yep. Talk went up another 600,000 points on both sides. But you see, like, you're down 100,000 points, but in this game, and I think it was a kind of a game of chicken. I think Matt Martin knew that Batfoy was playing his A game and he couldn't let up, and he just took a little too risky of a risk, and it cost him that time.
Early days in this one after the exciting game number 3. That one was straight right into game number 4. Players are just like, nah, man, I don't need a rest. Let me do it. They probably even wish that we didn't take that 5-minute break there, Bidwell, but you know, we gotta. Us commentators kind of need a break. We're getting old. I can't do this.
I mean, where's this energy during live tournaments? Let's go. The salty run back, as Jonas used to call it.
And
I'm
right
not
now
liking this formation for Matt Martin here.
Yeah, I was about
Look,
to say.
the pieces are coming in perfectly. Dirty Tetris set up.
There it is.
And he gets it. See, reverse curse. I didn't like something. You were maestroed it. Virtuoso.
The virtuoso indeed. Some good high scores in this one. He's got a max out. He had a near 900K after having a great transition, but then it was kind of a tooth and nail match, just trying to fight through. And Batfoy takes game number 3 to get it to 2-1. And again, just it continues the story here, Bidwell, that these two are just neck and neck every time, man. They are always so close as far as matching up is concerned. And again, I'm going to pat myself on the back here, Bidwell, for putting this best of 99 together, man.
Oh, this is the best. Less than a Tetris separating these two, as we would expect. This has been the story for the level 18s this entire night. Great adjustment for Batfoy to burn that down, then get the Tetris following it up. We don't need level 18 for DAS players, but no, we're not. We're never going to do that.
Yeah.
But the way these two are playing at the moment, you kind of just bite your tongue because you're playing so well. You don't want to curse them.
No, they are definitely feeling good tonight. I'd mentioned, yes, Matt kind of maybe a little bit more ready in regards that he's been working on his gameplay. He did do the DAS qual for Casey. He also did the open qual because they're going to have both this weekend. They're going to have a tournament for DAS and open. And for the open qual, Bidwell, he started rolling again. He went back to rolling, and it was nice to see that.
Kudos to him just trying, because it's really a different game. You have to relearn, reteach your body how to play the game. It's not, and it's also your mind, because it's not just a feel anymore. It is precise movements, it's timing, it's the stacking he has, obviously, but to learn how to roll is not an easy task, and typically the kids can handle it. They can handle change a lot better, but at being the middle-aged meister that he is, taking it up. We'll see how it works out in Casey this weekend. We'll be rooting him on.
Absolutely. And we'll be seeing him at Jonas Cup. He will be in Portland this October to try his hand at the North American DAS Championship, so we'll be glad to see him out there. Batfoy also has mentioned that he's looking a bit out there, and I'm very excited to see both of them. And who knows, I mean, Bidwell, it could be just destiny that they end up meeting at some point in the tournament too. They can't get away from each other, no matter how hard they try.
Mr. Booker, man. Matt filling in the dependencies, and then he curses himself as he does it, but that's all right.
I think he was cursing. I mean, he's
Should
like,
he-
come on, King, I don't want to play Matt. I don't want to play Bat again in the tournament. Come on, man. Yeah,
The
JD.
Batfoy screen looks are cinematic. Like you can hear the eye blink, the eye roll as he's moving his eyes completely over to get that clear view of Matt's score, as he's currently ahead by a Tetris and a half. Could you imagine this game without cameras? Like, what would we do?
I would imagine that pretty much it'd be like a Friday Night Fight where, you know, people don't play with cameras and they've got their animated PFPs and,
Oh.
you know, designated flags and whatever, you know, or stats. A lot of people like to just put their stats in Arial font, so whatever.
So memorable.
Oh, clearly, yeah, that's how you make a star out of somebody, clearly. But these two stars are giving us another show. It is 5:36 to 5:17. Transition has hit for both players. Here we go, Bidwell. Another strong game of 18 leads to our fun 19. Let's do it.
Have we had 4-for-4 transitions? Both players? I think we have. This
Well,
might
for-
be a first.
For tonight, yes. In the series, I have not stat tracked that.
But either way, it's super impressive. Tetris and a half lead for Batfoy. Both boards looking nice and clean. Both players get a Tetris. They can give us the secret 100th game in Portland. Ooh. Secret game unlocked.
30,000 point lead for Matt. Gonna clear away a triple, and then the long bar comes in. Both hit Tetris's Bidwell. The 30,000 point lead is still intact. So you're looking at, at this juncture on level 22, just a shade above a Tetris. And they're gonna stay close in that regard. 31,000 points at 684 to 652. Tetris there for Matt to go to 681. Bat could not use the bar in that regard, so keeps things very tight here.
Getting spicy for Batfoy. Gets it cleaned up, but now needs a line, or he's going to have to burn. He's going to take the triple, and now he can't get the Tetris right after that. That's some bad RNG luck there. Only ahead by 6,000 now, so basically less than a Tetris difference here. Another tight one, King. Oh, man, we might be here a little late tonight, but I don't mind. This has been this is even better than last week.
I'm very excited. Oh man, this is a banger. As we're getting into the halfway marker. This is game number 4. We started with 46, 47, 48. This is game number 49, Bidwell. As we're getting close to this halfway marker of the 99. Man, this is exciting. 7,000 points separate the two.
Matt Martin might want to consider. I don't know how you handle that. You got to burn it down. You don't waste a line piece on that column 10, but looks like that's what he's going to do. So now he's going to have a 2-wide stack on columns 9 and 10. Behind by a Tetris. Batfoy now stacking on top. Need the 2-wide piece. The square comes just in time. Man, just the fortunate squares tonight.
Really nice solves too from Batfoy to keep that well open. There's a Tetris for him. 825.
Here.
We're on level 27. 2 levels left. 52,000 point lead for Batfoy. Exactly what he needs here, Bidwell. He's got to try to take this game. And Matt kind of holding out for a bar. He'll get the Tetris, but the board slightly jacked up.
That might do it, King.
Matt doesn't have the lines left to go. He's at 225. He's got Swiss cheese on the board.
Put this away.
Both are waiting for a bar.
Oh, he's gonna get droughted. So there is a chance, but not much here. This high up the board, King. I don't think it can be done.
And as Bidwell said,
there we go. We're tied.
Can't be done. Way too high. Incredible game. Another banger, Bidwell. Back-to-back bangers. 866 to 820 is the difference. Batfoy gets this one. Matt takes the first 2. It's some high-powered action. Batfoy storms right back. It's 2-2, Bidwell. Game number 50. And we've got ourselves a tied game. Crazy.
Batfoy's just been so close. Now he needs to just win this series. So let's start here at game number 5.
Let's do it. Game number 5, Bidwell, happens to be the 50th game of the series. The halfway marker has been reached. Who will take the lead now before the break? Count them down.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Been talking about the 100,000 point streak this whole match. Let's talk about the transitions streak. That'd be the really impressive one. But first things first. Make this an official game.
Right. Got to get through the 100K barrier, the Louis Scooey rule. The man that had the most false starts of all time in the series at 36. Kind of poke fun at him. Recently talked to him, Bidwell, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to check in. I want to see how these guys are doing. So hopefully he'll be watching the VOD tomorrow and see, and we'll give him a shout out.
How long of a drive is it from Montreal to Hartford?
I don't know. We might have to ask Martz. There's a rumor and innuendo, Bidwell, is that he might be coming to Hartford.
Whoa. Oh.
Should I have sent Retro World a picture of Martz, in those player profiles advertising he's coming, and have him with that caca hat and diaper he wears?
Very yes. How else to spread the word of our glorious seed here?
Yeah.
We are. Well, I want to jinx it here. There we go. We have an official. We're 5 for 5, King. Now let's go for our next goal. Let's hit the transition. And what do you know? 5,000 point difference. In tournament play, you just don't see close matches. I don't know what the flavor of the month is in terms of getting player ranks, but I've got to assume these two are awfully close in those rankings.
I would think well, if we're talking worldwide, obviously, there's a plethora of great players as well too. But I think the amount of training that these two are putting in certainly can give them a good opportunity to get up higher in those rankings when you get to Jonas Cup and they have good performances there. I think that'll certainly make a difference. Both are not really that active in the competitive scene right now, especially Batfoy. Batfoy, I don't think,
right.
Aside from Minnesota that you saw him last weekend Bidwell, he hasn't really done too much competitively. Matt has, partaked in some of the online DAS events that we've been doing, but certainly, I think he would look to try to maybe use this time to hone his craft and have a good run in Portland this year.
It's always been the goal of this best of 99. So,
yeah,
and especially that that year Jeff had that amazing qualifier in our first year back at Portland. Best of 99 that season definitely helped him there.
Yeah, no, season 2 against Ben, he looked shaky in the beginning, and then he kind of just stormed right off and crushed Ben the rest of the way. It was the best he had ever looked, and that was the last time Jeff made the gold bracket at CTWC 2022 with the with those 4 max outs, the most at the time for a DAS player. It's crazy.
Matt Martin, can he get something left? Just gets it over with the hard blinking, and he gets the Tetris down. Head shake. He did it. He's safe. He's still ahead by a Tetris, or 2 Tetrises now. So great stack management. Normally when you see trouble for a player like that, the opponent can take a bite into the lead. That didn't really happen this time. We got about a Tetris difference between these two players.
Yeah, we're
about 100 line.
Yeah, Matt will hit the 100 line marker now. Batfoy should join shortly. Sowerby doesn't know too much about the lore of Louis Scooey Bidwell. You're a good friend of Louis. You've known him for quite some time. Aside from the claim to fame that Louis has here as the innovator of the best of 99, he and Ben were the very first season. Louis does have another moniker, which is the number 48 seed back in 2019 when these two players made their debut, and quite a story that was, Bidwell.
What did he qualify with that year?
672 was the
wow,
the 48 seed, and at the time, obviously Bidwell, you could probably speak better on that, but at the time that was an incredible number.
Oh yeah, for Bubble Boy especially back then. But that was the first year that we had too many people and we had to change the rules, and obviously 2020 made us change the rules anyway. But the line qualifying system had to go away after that year. And we went to the 2-hour qual system in 2020. We've kept that ever since.
And as you mentioned, Bidwell,
transition's coming up.
Time flies, yeah. Now, these days people are clamoring for a new system in place, so to be continued.
So 1 Tetris lead for Matt Martin here, post-transition, but both players are in control and have nice clean boards. The worst game was game number 1 when both players had that early top out after transition. But right now it appears, knocking on wood, that we're going to get deep here into the 20s.
Yeah, tough boards for both right now. Bidwell, let's see who can get out of it. Batfoy is behind 46,000 points. Both are nearly at the same height of the board. Batfoy's lost dash and he can't get it to the
He gets
left.
something left. Ah!
And neither can Matt. Matt also had that face on, like he wasn't sure. He's like, I don't think I can get anything else over. He is nearing top out city too. And yeah, there it is. But his score, 612, is going to be enough to edge out Batfoy here in the first half of this 9-game set. Matt will take the 3-2 edge going into our halftime break. And that one, Bidwell, that one was a kind of a grindy game, but, you know, both trying to fight through the struggle there. Board's not in the best of shape. Matt able to squeeze that one out.
Repeat of game 1. Just that was the difference. Matt just having the better success at grinding at level 19 speed. That's the only real difference there. 2 Tetris win there for Matt in game 5, but all 5 games, both players getting the transition, and plus the max out for Matt Martin early on. So hell of a start here for these two. Hopefully the break won't slow them down, but we're going to take our 5-minute break here.
Absolutely, yeah, we gotta go pay some bills and stuff. But for those interested, look at that. Matt is playing on level 29. Just move the camera so you can see he was rolling there. He was rolling. So those of you that wanted to check that out, there you go. We'll show it again. Look, there he is. He's doing it, Bidwell. He's doing that knuckle rolling. Oh my word. That's that new technique that Andy had kind of talked about.
The Texas style that Andy brought up.
Man, it's crazy, man. Look at that. That is something that people are starting to look at seriously, and you know, maybe helping with the wear and tear of the fingers. That could be another solution here, Bidwell.
What part of Texas are the Arteaga boys from?
Couldn't say. I don't know.
Okay, I was wondering near the Panhandle, because then you could call it the Panhandle rolling, but you know, just because Oklahoma's got one too. But,
No.
I tried too hard.
You're trying. Well, I'm going to try to move on over to a commentator cam so we can show our lovely faces and catch you. Almost caught you. Almost, man. You got to be sneaky. But wow, Bidwell, you know what? Great first half right now. Players have really given us a show. That last one, again, a lot of grit, a lot of grind, but we've also seen max outs. We've seen 900Ks. We've seen another tight one. What a shock, Bits. These two guys, they are neck and neck every time.
Yeah, it's weird because the flow of the seed has determined the finish in almost all the games as well. Game 1 and Game 5 in particular, both just after transition. Matt Martin getting another 600,000 point game into his totals. I think he was 4 for 5 or maybe even 5 for 5 early on tonight. So he has definitely have that consistency glove on pre-19. Post-19, I think both players are playing a little too aggressive, but we also got that max out. So maybe they just need to fine-tune that aggression at 19 and really stretch these games out. But really, best first half of match night that I can remember.
Yeah, no, they've put on a good show. Now they've also done that before, where they've had a great first half, and then when we come back from the break, it kind of ends up being a little bit of clunker. So like maybe the momentum gets off or whatnot. But you know, it remains to be seen here. So we're about to go into the break momentarily, but you know, King forgot. I got to do something real quick here because got to promote stuff, Bidwell. I got to promote things that are happening in the world of classic Tetris. And one thing that's happening is this coming Friday, before we have this great weekend of action with KC Retro and the Polish Championship are all going to be taking place, we are going to kind of promote this guy over here. He's coming back. Our good friend Colin is returning here, Bidwell. He's returning to streaming, and he's going to do his thing. He's going to take over the Friday night fights, because when the King is away, Colin is going to come and play. He's going to host once a month Friday night fights, so that way the King can keep his show thriving and going, because there's a demand that everybody wants to get friendlies on Fridays. They want to hang out. They want to have a good time, and Colin's a great host for things like that. He's hosted other events for me, and in the past, he's built his own following, so we're very excited to see him return and getting this big gig, and he's very excited. We're looking to book a good main event. Haven't heard back yet, but there's been some matches starting to be booked together, so stay tuned for that. That'll be happening this Friday, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. UTC, folks. We are ecstatic once again, and King will give you a little bit of a teaser trailer to hype up our friend Colin. For those that are not familiar with his barbershop stylings and what he's done, we'll give you a little bit of a teaser trailer. We'll go into our ad breaks, pre-roll slides, and then we'll be back with the second half of the show. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Tetris Friendlies presents this September When the King is Away.
Oh, Gio! Oh, Gio!
Oh,
B25! And Macy and Deck both simultaneous, 5 and below. Gets the bar, gets it over. Fucking good, a single and double. Oh my!
Go f yourself, Ty! Yay!
Come on, where's the long bar? Needs the bar. Give him the bar. Come on, where's the bar? There's no bar! There's a Tetris. He gets the max, he clutches it out! Oh, wow! 343, down goes the controller, down goes the headset, down goes the camera, down goes the glove. Lepus is raging right now.
I knew I had a chance against you every f***ing time, dude. 0 and 11. That's my right there. Oh!
Wow, this is a sight to behold here.
Go f yourself, Mari. Dead. Hold on. it was never meant to be.
All right, so there's about another minute of ad break still running for those of you that are not subscribed, who probably can't hear the King talk anyway. I think they do like that picture-in-picture kind of thing now on Twitch. I wouldn't know. I got Twitch Turbo, so I always don't see the ads. But for those of you that are subscribed to this channel, or if you're on YouTube, because I think YouTube does its own thing as far as ads are concerned, and you're hearing the King talk. We are done with the first half, and a second half is about to come. So I think people maybe got confused that, oh, it's a best of 5, because that's what we're used to seeing. It may have left, but they're going to miss the second half of the show, because guess what? The best of 99, we play all 9 games over the course of 11 weeks to get to number 99, and regardless of whoever wins, it doesn't matter. We're going to play the 99. So in previous seasons, for those that have watched, you know how that goes, where even though maybe one player is dominated and the series is pretty much done after like round 9, round 8, whatever, doesn't matter. We're going to keep going. We're going to finish it out. They're going to play 99 games because they're warriors. They absolutely have hearts of champions, and one of them will be the best of 99 Season 5 champion. And, you know, Bidwell, if you're back, you know, I've taken it to heart that I'd like to try to give people their accolades and their just desserts. And, you know, at Hartford, when we get to Hartford next week, I have trophies made for the previous winners. So as much as we love the nutmeg that we did last year, I think giving them a nice little trophy to have as hardware to put into their mantles or showcases or whatever they have at home, I think that's a nice touch. And I will be doing the same for our friends at Jonas Cup. For those previous winners that are attending there, they'll get a trophy recognizing their achievement in winning the best of 99. So now Matt and Batfoy, you know, you're playing for a trophy.
Now
it's on. Now it's on. King's got a good deal on trophies these days, apparently.
You got a guy.
I got a guy. Not the same guy that Vince has. Because that guy.
No.
You know, if you do him wrong. Yeah, if you do him wrong, you gotta sleep with the fishes.
Long Beach has quite a lot of spots for that, so be careful there, Vince. One other thing, speaking of Colin, I don't think it's on our list of ads. I'll go ahead and plug the Cleveland Gaming Classic the weekend of September 20th. He will be running the Classic Tetris Wars there, I believe. And I think Grand Designs also shows up for that, so they do kind of their own unique thing with like 8 monitors at one time. So if you're in the Ohio area and can make it to Cleveland that weekend, you should go. I unfortunately cannot because I got too many other trips planned in September and October, but I do hope they have a good showing in Cleveland. So it looks like our players are ready for game number 6.
Yeah, final warm-ups are done, so players, make sure you get back on your seed and get ready. You guys have been managing that very well. I've lost track, so don't ask me what it is. I just initiate them, you guys run with them. All right, so
That's
currently
with the smack talk.
Oh yeah.
He even capitalized down. So that's how serious that was.
That is very serious, yeah. So
I've never heard Batfoy raise his voice ever. It's just been very even keel. So raising your voice in text form is a first step, and that's very good. That's a very good start.
Well, we're about to get to a very good start ourselves. Here it is. It is game number 6, game number 51. Bidwell, the second half of the best of 99 begins right now. Let's go.
Here we go in 3, 2, 1, Tetris, and hello back at you, Mr. Chen. The double L start.
Unfortunately, you see Matt, he's going to have to make a Lombard dependency right off the bat. Now he's got 2 of them. He'll fill the one on the left first. And we'll see if he can... Well, there's another one, too.
Back to 2.
Yeah.
Welp. Let's see how this gets cleaned up here. Because even a line piece will only garner a single line there. And we're going to go dirty here in column number 8. And Matt Martin is cleaned up. And again with my mats and my bats.
Uma, Oprah. Letterman was ahead of his time there, Bidwell.
Oh, man. That's my one regret. I went to New York and couldn't go see him live. And now the whole series is getting canceled as the times change.
Yeah. That makes me think maybe I should go try and see if I can get tickets to Colbert, but now forget about it. Those things are probably done.
Oh yeah. Hey, the the big joke when he first moved to the Ed Sullivan Theater was that it was a dump, and it'll probably become a dump again. So time heals, I guess.
I get.
So speaking of healing, we are 6 for 6 with no false starts, so another streak tonight. And despite Matt Martin's shaky start, he's only down a Tetris and a half.
Great cleanup by Matt, the virtuoso of classic Tetris. Earned that moniker by letting the world know that he was berating Jeffrey, Mr. Jeff Moore, when they battled it out at Tetris Friendly's Rivals number 3. Can't believe that was the third one. We're about to go into number 6 this fall, Bidwill. So about 3 years ago.
You guys use the Roman numerals then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That brings gravitas.
Yeah. No, Roman numerals are required there. So
now, if you get to 50, L is kind of weird. The Super Bowl went with 50. So maybe WrestleMania will do the same. Maybe they did WrestleMania 2000. So there is precedent to break that tradition.
Correct.
Batfoy here. Again, when he gets in trouble, he likes to stack in the middle. It could cost him again here. Oh, and that's going to do it. And Matt Martin is going to take his 4th win of this night tonight. Batfoy maybe a little too relaxed after the break. But Matt Martin is going to mull this out. So let's see where this one ends up.
Yeah, he's at 272 through 70 lines, so it's not a bad pace. And now he's kind of pushing down a little bit, kind of moving it along.
Oh, that's very a lot of courtesy there.
Yeah, I'm sure he's probably got to get up early tomorrow. Got to deliver the mail. But again, yeah, Bidwell, tough. You could see Batfoy trying to play a little aggressive. He just didn't get that piece that he was looking for. The bar doesn't show, and it all falls apart. And kind of a bad time to make that happen. So now it becomes that in order for Batfoy to take that key that you gave him earlier, Bidwell, about chipping away at the lead, he's going to have to win the next 3 straight in order to only get one closer.
Well, it looked like it was going to be a runaway when it was 2-0, so plenty of time, 3 more games to go. Pretty much any result is still on the board. We are looking at the 375 at the turn.
And Colin is here. A courteous Mullen, as is the player's right. Part of the rule set is that mullening is at the discretion of the player, and both are aware of the stats that have been shown so far at the halfway marker. And Matt wants to continue his dominance of getting those 600 Ks when he can. And obviously he's also looking to try to gun for that max out number that Sharky has. But right now, the focus for him, Bidwell, I mentioned before, he has tied Jeff with 4 max outs. That is the current 2nd highest number of max outs at the Best of 99 series. One more max out will break Jeff's record.
It could happen right here. Still a ways to go, but a good start here pre-transition. 497 transition. And with Colin in the room, we were mentioning Tetris Wars in Cleveland, Ohio coming up this month. You guys don't use live ammo, do you? Just checking. I mean, that seems kind of excessive for Tetris.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I hope not.
Good old cheeky Bidwell.
Colin liked it.
Oh,
Ooh.
Matt.
He slumped in his chair after that. Can he get something left? And he cannot, so he doesn't even get to the 600,000s. But commanding 4-2 lead now. Batfoy pretty much needs to win them all. One game at a time, King.
That's the way it's got to be. Both players are ready to go. The final third of this one is about to commence. Bidwell is going to count them down right now.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris and a drink from a large beverage. Looks like a gas station of some sort. Couldn't quite make out which one. That part of the country well known for their truck stops at gas stations, though.
The Wawas of the world.
Wawas, the Buckies, the Sheets.
Oh, the Sheets. Yeah, you know, I was in Pennsylvania not too long ago. I went to Hershey for the weekend earlier in the summer, and there was a Sheets right next to where we were staying at the hotel. Well, oh no, Matt.
Oh, there goes the false start streak. He's talking about sheets, and I think he just sheets the bed there.
Oh, whack, 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 whack.
Oh, God.
Folks, Bid will be here all night, but he won't be here next week. I'll tell you that.
Ben will be much better than me, I promise.
Yeah. Oh, that looked like a Sonic cup.
Ah, Sonic has the good ice. Nice, crunchable, soft ice. All right, here we go.
All right, both players are ready. We're going to redo game number 7. Go ahead, Bidwell, one more time.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. How many games in a row was that for Matt? Well, he didn't quite get through this whole week, so it was only like 8.
So let's see here.
But he still only has 2 for the season, so he's still on pace. But again, that kind of stat can spiral if you're having a bad night.
Yeah, with another, you know. Let's see, this is round 6 tonight. We got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, another 5 rounds after this to go. You know, if he manages to get one full start each time, he'll end up tying Sharky's, Jeff's number. Jeff had 7, and Sharky, I think, like you mentioned, 6. So, again, there's a little bit of a rivalry between Matt and Jeff. They are certainly good friends, but at the end of the day, Jeff has always had Matt's number when they've gone competitively head-to-head. So I think for Matt, he would love to stick it to Jeff a little bit in his craw to say, hey, listen, you might have beaten me a number of times when we played, but I own more records than you do now. And you had them in over 3 seasons. I did it in 1.
A lot of bragging rights. A lot of Sonic limeades or whatever the beverage of choice is.
That does sound good.
Yeah. I'm sure there's vitamin C in those. That'd be good for you, right?
I would imagine that, right?
Yeah, I mean, even if it doesn't, I'm just going to tell myself it does. It'll be like placebo vitamin C. So half Tetris lead here for Matt Martin. Batfoy with a little bit of cleanup work to do here. Let's see how he deals with this double tuck situation, and he's not going to grab the tuck. No false start, fortunately. So this is an official game 7. Oh, the line spin's how you solve that, King.
Oh, yeah. That was beautiful. Chen, go ahead and clip that for Van Dweller. I'm sure he'll love to see it.
You know, maybe for... Oh. Can he... He's going to try to build up to it. Ooh. I'm going to play that flat.
Oh, man.
Oh, come on, Batfoy. You got this. We're just speechless here. All right, we're back in scoring position.
Oh
well done.
Wow. What a play from Batfoy. What dash control, what foresight, block placement, everything under the sun, Bidwell. He did it. Stays alive, and even though he is far behind the 8 ball on the score, you can't catch if you're topped out, and he has done a phenomenal job there.
Maybe something we can add, maybe kind of a swag counter. kind of around the hornish. R.I.P. that show.
Oh yeah.
So if something cool happens, it's the points don't actually count, but it's fun to keep track of during a match.
I'll talk to Yobi and see if we can get a swag counter going, right?
Yep, a little doo-doo sound effect when you get one. Just a little kudos from the announce team.
Right, or maybe like since he has that simul Tetris capability on the screen, maybe we get like swag, like some kind of audible noise, right?
But this is how it's. I mean, if you're behind this much pre-transition, this is all you can do. Continue playing one off the bottom, score at every opportunity, and perhaps Matt Martin will make a mistake in 19 because that has happened earlier tonight. So this is not over yet, especially with Das playstyle.
Yeah, most certainly. And again, Batfoy would really need to get this one to try to keep the deficit close. You do not want to fall into that trap where Matt just needs one more win to take the night. Maybe you keep that in the back pocket, but you're gonna need to at least win 2 out of these 3 to just stay within range. You don't want Matt to take that big leap where we've seen Bidwell traditionally around this juncture. It's where the games start to kind of get a little out of hand and tough for some competitors to chase and catch up.
Yeah, playing for 2 hours straight is lots of endurance required, lots of brain power. It's hard to do that. Even the best rollers aren't going to have 9 games in a row. They're going to, the likelihood that they get one bad game in that group increases the more you play.
And I'm also very glad that the CWC was moved to June and DAS tournament is in October or / September at times. Because imagine if we had to do the best of 99 Bidwell preparing for CTWC in October, and we had to do it with rollers. I mean, it would be like a 4-hour program here for just 9 games.
Oof. You'd have to change some rules there. We could do that on our show.
Oh, and Matt with the face there, he's shocked about the misplacements
this is
that have
what we're
occurred.
talking about. And transition is 3 lines away. This is manageable here. He's going to go for the triple down the middle. But this is about as high as you want to go as a DAS player and needs jaggedy pieces.
Oh, beautiful T-spin.
That was the T-spin. But the head shake. The head shake. And he gets something left. The squares is one of the easier pieces to get over there. But Batfoy also needs to clean up if he wants a chase challenge opportunity. That dirty Tetris will certainly help. We're down to a 112,000 point lead now for Matt Martin. Matt Martin's getting back under control slightly. A dirty Tetris. I thought that was a Mito short, but it was not.
Wow.
He's going to play the triple.
Oh, man. Bidwell, 2
Both
great
players.
digs. Incredible.
We're not going to get max out this game, King, but this is entertaining.
Tetris, Batfoy, down 117,000 points, and then the misdrop of the long bar. Not fatal, but certainly going to stall him a bit. While Matt is cleaned up, Z vault over to the left side. He'll take the triple because he knows he got away with one. And there's a Tetris, increases that lead back almost 150,000 points. Run level 23, Bidwell. Man, oh man, hero dig from Matt may have just potentially sealed this game for him.
Still got 6 levels to go, King. Batfoy is where he needs to be. Low and clean. But now the question is, he's going to play it safe. I think you had to there. He's Tetris ready on the left side. He's selling out his board in the process. Can he get the lightly over? He cannot. Hero game from Batfoy to keep it going that long, but Matt Martin, because he had that tremendous 18, this is still maxable.
Yeah, he's
Kind of hard to believe.
he kind of went on a tear after that dig and cleared it up. He's gone nuts and ham on level 19, and he gets a vault over.
Oh,
Man, where's the bar for the reward for him?
give it. Triple.
I'll just clear it away.
Here. 4 Tetris is away. Is there runway for this? Oh, the triple might be in it. Might not. Ooh. All right. Yeah, he's not going to get 4 Tetrises here, but let's be a little swag.
I mean, this is pretty droughty. Not gonna lie, the bars have been like non-existent from 25 on. He's barely got any of them, and amazingly, he'll get a 924 out of that Bidwell. Tremendous job.
That's a gutsy 924 there.
Absolutely, that is tournament Tetris right there. Matt will take the night. He's got 5 wins. Bidwell is up to Batfoy. He's got to get these next 2, otherwise he's in trouble.
Yeah, this can balloon out of control here. So here we go. Ready? Let's count them down. 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
We got Scout over here. Bidwell. He said amazing survival for Matt. Blue Scooter Grandpa. Good evening, sir. Always good to see you. And Meme Gene. Mean Gene 74. Bidwell. We got Mean Gene in the chat. Happy to hear us on the commentary. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully you're enjoying tonight's episode of the Best of 9. This is round number 6 featuring Batfoy and Matt Martin.
We got a out of focus Batfoy. A little artistic shot here.
Oh yeah.
We're down. We can handle it.
There you go. See, he'll lean right into the
I
camera there.
think his brain power with that misdrop forced the camera to focus.
Yeah.
He was mad at him. He was mad at himself, and he said a word and just mentally just made the camera go back in.
Yeah, we've seen tonight Bidwell a little bit of that where he's having these misrotations going on that left side. That's kind of left him, in trouble, and then spending a good portion of his time in digging it out just to fix it. He's done that with a bar a couple of times tonight, and then you just saw that with, I think it was a J piece. So interesting to see what's happening over there for him.
I also think the break didn't do him any favors tonight.
Yeah,
but another official game.
I'm probably going to get messages from these guys saying, "Can you not take these breaks? Like, you're killing our momentum. Let us just cook, man. Let us cook." Although that last one was a good one from Matt, so you can't argue there.
Good old-fashioned DAS survival that last game, though. Tremendous. And Batfoy has grabbed the lead back after his early misfortunes.
Matt was kind of playing very close to the sun there, but was able to get the bar timing down perfectly.
Of course. That'll play left well. And when you get it like that, it can do your well shift just like that instantly. It pays off.
218 for Batfoy, 279 now to that Tetris for Mr. Matt Martin, the virtuoso. A class Tetris. Batfoy will get another one to keep the deficit down to 36,000 points. So looking at about Tetris and a half here, Bidwell.
Keep it going here.
And Matt's having a great game right now because the line count for him, Bids, is 63. And he's already at 324, so he's just reaching the halfway point of level 18. And he's got nearly 350. That's a monster score to start.
He's been on tonight, I'll tell you. He hasn't quite got that second max out yet, but we would love to see that too, to break that second place record from Jeff Moore. Oh, playing with fire here in the middle, and I know that's the proper play. It just does not feel right when I see that play. Stick garbage in the middle like that.
Yeah, only true DAS masters can get away with stuff like that, and Matt is certainly one of those. Beautiful, beautiful control right there, Bidwell, to see that.
But The lead is down to a Tetris and change. Another drought. This is one of those seeds. Oh, Matt.
Okay.
Back. Okay. Back to safety. And that's the smart play. Just take the double and try to get back scoring position with this dig.
Yeah, that was semi-dangerous there for Batfoy. That kind of L-hang a little bit, but he had the dash control to get the bar over to the right, to get the Tetris, bring it down, and he's back clean just that quickly.
He's only done 60,000. This is not insurmountable.
Yeah, 3 Tetris lead at this point, and Matt now in a little bit of a situation.
We're just after the turn, so there's still plenty of time to get this knocked down, but you do not want to be up here at level 19.
Beautiful spin from Matthew. And again, Bidwell, they're playing with fire, and somehow they're not getting burned.
You know, Matt Martin gets in a situation, Batfoy seemingly has an opening, and then now he's behind by even more. So Matt is living up to his nickname in this game.
Yeah, and you can see the turn of the screw here, Bidwell, with Matt now at 513, but he is approaching the transition. So we were looking at, you know, when he was at the halfway point of level 18, he had 350 or near 350 at that juncture on level 18. So he was on pace for almost a 700k transition, and now it's dissipated to about 560 will be the number. So I mean, that's still a great transition score, but you can see the amount of pace that was lost during that situational dig.
506 for Batfoy, so he's behind 3 Tetrises. Both players seemingly have 19 under control to start. Batfoy with a possible overshift with that square, but he fills it in. You never can tell sometimes, King. Sometimes they deliberately make the overhangs.
I believe in this case those were deliberate. Welcome in Divine Intervention 21. We are doing very well tonight. It is round number 6. Matthew Martin has won the night. Batfoy's trying to at least get a couple of wins here to stay close in the series. But that's
can't get a left, King. That's gonna do it.
Yeah, he tried. He tried, but he had to go for it. At that juncture of the game, is like you're down so much, you got to try to do something. And Matt at 712 gonna finish this out. He will get his 6th game of the evening. No bar. Yeah, no bar in sight. So that'll do it. 6-2 for Matt. And Bidwell, he's got the opportunity to really hit Batfoy hard now with one more game to go. A 7-2 is huge. 6-3, still favorable.
Yeah. All right. Get the energy up. Game number 8. But again, another 600,000, another post-transition game for both players. So overall, great series tonight, no matter what happens in this game 9 for both players. Let's count them down.
You got it. This is it, Bidwell. Game number 9. It is game number 54 overall. We've reached the halfway marker. The second half so far in Matt's favor. Count them down, sir, to close the night.
Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Touch. Nope, missed seeds, guys. Nope, we're good. Never mind.
Nope, seed is good.
Yep. I saw the 2 different pieces to start, but I guess that's Nestra's Champs doing its champy thing.
The champy thing.
Yeah, it's right up there with a risky risk. You know, that was one of my word plays for tonight. Yeah, I'm just full of them tonight.
Yeah.
9-point lead for Matt Martin early on. Let's get past 100,000 points and keep the streak going for Batfoy, correct? Did he go perfect tonight?
Batfoy has not false started. We have 1 false start tonight. That's on Matthew. That's his second of the season. Batfoy has 4 coming into tonight, so he's been safe so far, and so he's gonna look like most likely we will have a official game shortly. Matthew has done his part at 116. Batfoy at 96. Just needs less than a Tetris, only 3,100 points. But he'll go for the Tetris readiness. And if we can get a bar, official
And the
game will
game's
be
going to
coming
troll
up.
us.
Yeah, slightly. And we will
There we
have an
go.
official game. Here we go. Not bad.
Good
Bidwell.
job, gentlemen, on that. Yep.
Yep.
Good job on that one, guys.
Yeah, for the record, Batfoy 9 for 9 tonight. Matthew with the one blemish. But not bad. I mean, Bidwell, think about this, right? Like, if you're talking about playing in a series like this and you played 54 games and 2 of them didn't get more than 100,000 points, I think that speaks volumes.
I'd be ecstatic. But my standards are quite low, King. You know that, and everybody listening and who knows me knows that.
Well, of course.
But
So-
early Batfoy lead.
So for you fans out there, yeah, it's like neck and neck anyway. For you fans out there that love yourselves to Chris Bidwell, he'll be off next week, as he mentioned at the top of the show. So the keys to victory will fall into Ben Mullins' loving arms, hopefully. So we'll reach out to him and confirm if he's going to be available. Or, we have other series veterans like Alex Kerr and Jeff Moore, maybe even Sharky, right? Maybe one of them will be joining the King next week. Or King could go solo. You never know. It's all going to be a secret. You'll have to tune in next Wednesday, round number 7. Will be taking place Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. on the West Coast. And for your UTC enjoyers out there, that is 1 a.m. UTC.
I have one request if it is Ben. Two different ways. Either make the key extremely tiny or make the key so big it takes up like 90% of the screen.
All right. Tyler, you heard that, right?
Yep.
That's the request from Lifetime Achievement Award winner, Mr. Chris Bidwell.
300-point difference here, King. Let's go. Let's end on a banger. Batfoy needed to get clean. He does. Matt Martin is going to work on his left well here.
Mr. Brain letting us know that it takes him 54 attempts to get one game over 100K. 90% is the stat there. Ooh, early shift for Matthew.
That's where the beauty of this play style comes in. It is all feel. Like, you can use the sound effects, but you really need that timing in your bones. It's all feel, and it's easy to lose that timing from piece to piece, and it is remarkable what the best DAS players can do by maintaining that timing for so long. We're pushing 2 hours here tonight, and you're going to get mistakes like that from time to time.
Yeah. No, definitely. Again, it's going to wear on players here, especially when you got a set of players that aren't really grinding it that often, or at least visibly on the streams that we can watch and confirm. Matt, again, a little bit more this week. He's been busy with qualifying for Kansas City Retro. Again, one more time for those of you that might be out in that area, Kansas City. KC Retro Expo is happening out there. They're having a event going on Saturday and Sunday, September 6th and 7th this weekend. Omenvar will be hosting, along with the Scooty family will be out there. They have Mathwiz and Ethan Thoughts will be out there. Of course, Blue Scooty will be there. He'll be the main attraction, and a whole host of others. I don't know if Josh Toll's making the trip, Bidwell, but that would be really nice to see him.
Josh would have come out to Minnesota. Sad didn't see him. But also, if you're in KC, you got to get barbecue. Lots of places to go. No wrong answers. One year I went, we hit 3 different places that weekend. It was I was a little full at the end of the weekend, but it was well worth it.
Yeah, you gotta
454 transition for Batfoy.
Gotta live a little there. Tetris for Matt. 433 down by less than a Tetris. While Batfoy is cleaning up at the moment, Matt will now take the lead.
Oh wow, 300 points, less than a line.
I mean, that's just their their story, right, Bidwell? Historically, these two have just been always so close. You mentioned that the top of the broadcast and throughout, that it just seems that these two are linked forever together in that 2019 squad, and they have battled out numerous times, and this is the biggest series for them so far, going head to head each and every week. Matt so far with those bragging rights, trying to close it out one more time here, Bidwell, but he's getting a little close to the sun again.
Oh, Batfoy. Matt Martin not doing too much better. Who can get out of this jam? And with a 519, Batfoy's going to top out. Matt Martin will take his 7th win, but he's going to top out simultaneously here. So again, these two players are just so close, but it's just that little 5% difference that made that huge 5-victory deficit here for Matt Martin over Batfoy. So this lead has increased to 10 games, all in one match.
Yeah, we said at the top of the broadcast that it could really be the turning point of the series, and Matthew has come and done what he needed to do. A big 7-2 win. He was up by 5 at the start of this. Add 5 more. It's a 10-game difference. My word, 35. Let's see, yeah. It's going to be 32-22 at the end of the day. Man, tough break for Batfoy, but hopefully we'll see if he can rebound next week. That'll be huge to do that. But it's time for me to ring the bell, Bidwell, because this one is over for this week. Congratulations, Matt. Let's head on over to the winner's scene and give him his adulation and rewards he certainly deserves. And there he is, Bids. Once again, that cool blue room. 5 out of the 6 rounds we've been looking at that room, man, because he's been the victor each and every time. And I'm sure tonight he's going to feel a lot more at ease with that bigger lead, Bids.
So the Electoral College win is only one more series away. So Matt with his 5th win, so one more series win will give him 6. But we saw things can turn tonight. If Batfoy could just get that one monster night, this could be a match again. But right now, you're looking at the clear leader in Matt Martin. But it's a lot closer than it appears with those stats, I gotta tell you.
Absolutely. I mean, each and every game, you're seeing the story unfold. These two continue to wage war, and they will, as we are halfway done. We'll get the next round cooking next week, and certainly we're racing towards the finale. GG's again to the Virtuoso. All right, Bids, we did it, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna fix my cam a little bit. We did it, man. We did it. Another great week, another great round, and yeah, man, I love watching these two going at it. They are both courageous. They are masters at this technique, and certainly they've been putting on the show. We saw some really great scores. We got to max out again. So Matt is tied with Jeff all time as far as second place is concerned for max out in the season, with plenty more room to go. He can certainly set the pace for that. Whether he's going to catch Sharky or not, it's going to be tough at this point, but certainly breathing room in his favor.
Yeah, and I gotta say, Batfoy really improved tonight. I believe all those games went to transition. Maybe one didn't, but strong 18 play tonight. The difference was 19 play, and even the games that you topped out early on 19, so did Matt. So it was, the seeds were kind of playing out properly between these two. And my key to the game next week, even though I won't be here, the super oversized key or the little tiny Ben key, it's going to be Batfoy needs to really up his 19 game or get some reps in on that before next week's session.
Absolutely. So some soul searching going to be done over the next week for Batfoy. Not out of it yet. 32-22 sounds tough, but certainly, like you said, Bidwell, one good week can turn it all around. So we'll see. Time will tell. And I'll be here for it, Chris. I know you'll be doing your thing, getting ready to come out to Hartford, and I'll see you the weekend. And I'm looking forward to it, buddy. Always a good time hanging out with you.
Friday the 13th, no? No, 12th. Okay, yeah, 12th.
Friday the 12th. Yeah, we're not cursing. No cursing here.
No. Okay.
No cursing. No. But anyway, Vince, as always, looking forward, man. And yeah, let's do it, baby. Let's see what happens next week.
Alrighty, I'll be watching.
There it is. Took me a while to find that one. I always misplace these slides, man. So there you go, folks. That is the end of tonight's Best of 99, season number 5, Batfoy versus Matt Martin. That is been a banger. They've been neck and neck the whole way, but now Matt finally get himself some breathing room. So again, we'll see what happens next week on this series. And we'll see Matthew at the KC Retro event going on this weekend, along with Blue Scooty Grandpa and many others. They will be there September 6th through the 7th. That'll be Saturday and Sunday, hosted by Omenvar. He'll be our main organizer down there. Looking forward to seeing what he's got in store. It sounds like he's been doing some really good stuff, and they have a lot of good things planned there. So I'm very excited to have both an open tournament on Saturday and the DAS one will be on Sunday. And certainly we're going to promote our friend here one more time. Colin returns to host the Friday night fights. He'll be doing that this Friday, September the 5th, before the KC Retro stuff goes down. And it'll be great to see him. So he'll be hosting Friday night fights for the King, because when the King's away, Colin will play. And he'll get 6 outstanding matches. We're looking on trying to get a nice main event for you to enjoy. So King is trying to finalize that hopefully by tomorrow. And then we will get cracking and cool, and that starts up at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. on the Pacific, or also 2200 UTC for you UTC enjoyers. And lastly, Bidwell, well, we got to promote this one more time too, because we didn't do it tonight, and I got to do it now. This is the Class Tetris 24/7 channel. Throwback to your favorite CTWC recordings at all hours. You're gonna be the night owl and stay up and watch it all, because you know what? Tetris is great. I can't get enough of it. I gotta watch more all the time, right? I gotta watch more all the time. That's where we're gonna send you now, so you can enjoy one of the blasts from the past. We'll see what's playing on over there. Oh, I spelled it wrong, of course. What a shock. Classic. I put Classic Terrace because that's how these kids like to say it these days.
Oh, they mean it, yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. We're gonna head on over there. Says the channel has a follower or subscriber only chat. Well, that means then you guys, if you want to chat amongst yourselves there, then you got to follow. That's the most important thing.
Yeah,
follow the channel over
free.
there.
Yeah.
Seriously.
One click.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. It's just one click, and you can chat amongst everybody over there that's watching along, and you can relive the glory days of what's happened in CTWC in real time, live, with new friends to watch with. So let's see what's happening over there right now. Currently running at the moment is CTWC Mexico 2025. Wow, that was a good one. That was their first live event ever in Mexico, so we're going to go check that out. For the King and Bidwell, baby, it's time to sign off. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next week with a special guest, and you'll see Bidwell and me Friday over at CTWC Hartford. Enjoy. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.